Well, hello everyone. This is Wayne May with Treasure Earth. Well, we had some snow today. It was wet snow, about 5 or 6 inches of wet snow that I just shoveled some of the walks here. Not that that's the end of metal detecting season for sure. The ground's still not frozen, and of course we get warm weather coming in quite often. So I think we have another month that we can actually still get into the ground before it actually freezes right up. But what I wanted to do is just post some of my favorite episodes over the last year. And I'll just tie them together, and so you can have a good hour watch, and if you're inside today. So just sit back and relax, and hopefully you enjoy some of these episodes. Hello everyone, welcome to Treasure Earth Metal Detecting. This is Wayne May. I'm out here on a nice sunny day. So this location I'm at today, I found in an old map. So they were building houses here, started building in 1947. And it's only just a few blocks of houses in this particular location, but in about 2007, they started taking them down, and it was cleared by 2008, and it has been since then. Now roads have been built around it, and an overpass just in front of me here, but there's still a lot of good detecting space. So let's see what we can find today here. So the signal on this little item, it wasn't overly strong, but on these old sites you really have to dig them all. And it looks like a little buckle that, you know, I don't know, it could be part of a little watch band or something. I got a signal here. I'm just going to use this one. Oh, it popped right out as soon as I got the digger to it. Little penny. There was a pretty good signal inside of this hole I just dug here, and I just see the tip of clearing it out with my hand. Just see a tip of something down there, if you can see it. Not sure what that is. Well, we'll clean it up and see. Well, I've turned the iron signal down on this detector. I'm still running Deus fast, as you can see. I got the 9-inch coil on there. But you can see the noise on a site like this. But there is, inside of this, there's a nice signal there. Through all the iron. We're going to dig this one, see what it is. So that signal that was in amongst some of the garbage there, I'm still surprised at how good the reactivity on this Deus is. Oh, there it is. It's a button. Maybe off a jean jacket or something. So this last hole was this little guy here. Just get it in the sun there. This little button or snap. I'm just amazed that this detector finds all these little bits, especially through a site like this where there's multiple signals popping up. Yeah, just incredible. So inside this last hole I dug up here, it was a good signal. It was this cap, but you can see some glass beside it. So these old sites are going to be sort of riddled with that too. So maybe some gloves are a good idea if you're on a site like this. Good signal in here. A little bit of gravel below this, but let's see what this one is. So we found a little remnant of a clothespin here. That shallow signal was TV cable. There's something, a target right on the surface here. Let's see what that is. It's really strong, as you can see. It's very close. A penny popped up there. It's a bent penny. Very strong signal in this hole here. And this is what was there. Looks to me like a handle for a car, actually. We'll have to clean it up and see. Another penny in this hole here. There's a lot of pennies throughout this. Not overly old, maybe 1963 I think is the oldest one, until I get them cleaned up. But yeah, fairly modern, but there are a lot. The top of a can. That's pretty old actually. So just uncovered this target here. I can just see the shine on the edge of that. It's a coin. Quarter. So I went over that hole again. Always good practice just to make sure. And just on the top here, you can see another quarter. So just pulled this one. Looks like an old lock. It was really good signal actually. Well, you can see the weight, the mass of it. Looks pretty old with that key maybe. Clean that one up too. So there's a surface signal here. Remember, you can use the edge of your coil to pinpoint that target. So that surface signal was this little clasp. Well, we've got a couple of targets here right next to each other. So we'll dig these ones up and just see what they are. So these were the two targets next to each other. Looks like maybe a handle for a window. And then this guy too here. Just a little spray bottle. You know, they give such good signals though. You definitely have to see what they are. So I can see a little badge uncovered here in this hole that I just dug out. Think green, prevent forest fires. Well, that's always good practice. Another penny down in there. I see a little bit of red there, just in the hole that I've just uncovered. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining me on this beautiful afternoon. I've got to spend a couple hours detecting this little area here where there were homes, as I said, back for about 40 years. So you can really find anything here, obviously, to find that little horse license from 1918. Bunch of pennies, not overly old, some quarters. I'll put a picture of the finds up at the end here. But yeah, just thoroughly enjoyable. Be careful on sites like this, and definitely it's good practice for your detector to get through all the garbage that's here as well. Appreciate you joining me. I'll see you the next time. Please like and share and subscribe. Very much appreciated. Thanks. Till next time. Hello everyone. Well, this is Wayne May with Treasure Earth Metal Detecting. Thanks for being here. Well, this weekend, this long weekend, I've decided to just travel around the prairies, visit some of these small towns, like the one behind me here, check out the old sites maybe, where houses were or buildings were, businesses, whatever. So let me grab my stuff and see what we can find over this weekend. A really nice signal here down 4 or 5 inches. You can see now the crest of this. That looks like a coin. Let's check it out. Well, it's a coin or a token. We'll have to clean that up. Another penny on this one. It's quite a high signal. I thought it was something else actually. So I've stopped at a local playground. This is right next to the community center in this small town. Really nice little park. Found loads of pennies. Nothing farther back than the 60s though. But when I flipped this box open thinking it was a penny, I could see just this other little ring here. Really cute. Nice. So this surface signal was pretty strong. When I was just using the pinpointer to pinpoint it, I could just actually scrape away and see a little bit of shine there. Some silver. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's a little cross. It's nice. These little side roads and road allowances are great, but there are a number of shells on them, like this shotgun shell just below the surface here. Only about a few feet from the other one. Just another cartridge here. Shotgun, of course. This surface signal is probably another, oh, it looks like more of a rifle cartridge actually on this one. Another close to the surface signal here. As you can see, it's another rifle cartridge. With these, a number of bottle caps. And the clouds coming in, I might change the location here. Well, it looks like metal detecting's come to a little bit of a halt. Wicked rain cloud came in here. Of course, I'm miles from the truck, and again, as any good detectorist, I didn't bring my rain gear as it's pouring down here. So there's lightning and thunder, but I do have a change of clothes at the truck, so all good. So this morning, I'm just on the bank of the river here. I got totally rained out yesterday afternoon, as you saw, but I thought I'd come down to the river bank here. There was a great signal here, it was a surface signal. I can just see something small in here, a little bit of silver. Let's see what that is. Oh, it looks like a little earring. That's nice. So just there's just a little bit of an island, we'll call it, just a small bit that's separating the rivers, but there was a signal in here, just down in here. Let's see what that is, if we can get it with these. Well, that's close, whatever it is. Now that I've murkied the water up, it's going to be hard to find this one, isn't it? It's still there. Oh, right there. Looks like a fishing weight. Yeah. So I've just kicked over this surface signal here. It's just a little bit deeper though. So we'll just dig this one out. See what this could be. Oh, right there. I see it right on the shovel there. Oh. It's a nice little ring on the riverbank. Look at that. All right, everyone. Well, I'm going to call it there for the weekend here. I got to head back to the city, unfortunately. It's just been an absolutely gorgeous weekend. The rain came in last night or yesterday afternoon. Hurled some good rain for sure, but good detecting before that. Found some really cool stuff. That little badge from 1949, the 1918 coin. I found a load of pennies as well, a couple dozen pennies, and a little pieces of jewelry. So really good weekend exploring around. Part of it is that just that driving around, exploring places, and you know, that's part of the adventure for us. So the XP Deus worked really well. My hat got soaked last night, so I've got my spare, my Garrett hat here. But the detector I was using was the XP Deus, as you know, and just an amazing machine still, just pinpointing through all of that iron on some of these sites, and yeah, really impressed. Thanks again for joining me though. It's been a great weekend having you here with me, and please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care. Well, hello everyone. This is Wayne May with Treasure Earth, doing some metal detecting today. Well, I've got a special treat today. I've been swinging around a new machine. I've got the Deus II. Now, it took me a year of convincing myself to get this because the Deus I was working so well. I've been using that machine for 12 years now, and just incredible. You know, I don't know, it's countless how many coins, 10,000 coins I found with that machine, and hundreds of pieces of jewelry. It's just incredible. But I sort of took the plunge here and decided to do this one. I'm on an old home site again today. This was in featured maps, so there was a number of homes here that are no longer here as of probably 10 years ago. And it's been a really good test for this machine. Obviously using some of the preset programs that the Deus II has, general right up to the fast program. The park program has a bottle cap suppressor, so it's amazing actually. I'm not hearing any bottle caps, the iron ones. So you know, that's a really good feature. Now, I've done my own program this morning here just on the testing, and it is working really well. It's again using the bottle cap eliminator there. I'll show you the features after if anyone's interested, but and just how I've got the settings done. But it's been a really good morning, so I'm going to do a little more detecting, but let's show you what I found today. So this was an old driveway up to a couple of houses here. Now the program I'm using, this is a program I've made. I've called it Lydian, after the first coins. This culture created the first gold and silver and electrum coins back, well, about 2,600 years ago. So that's what this program is. It's meant for coins. Now this one here is quite an easy one. I don't have to dig this one. There's a penny right on the surface here. Again, it's always good to find a coin right off the bat, and this target was a nice sound. Just a little bit of noise coming off the target. Not sure what that is. I can just see the crest of a coin as I've popped this out here. Good signal, of course. I'm really getting used to some of the tones that I've changed, and a little bit different from my last machine. But sure finds these things quite easy. Interesting signal on this one. It was still 80s though. Just a little bit of noise coming off the target, but I'm going to be digging all of these as I'm trying to learn this machine. In the high 80s was the reading on this one. As we can see, it's still attached, but these aluminum tops, you know, they're still gonna fool us. We still have to dig this stuff, unfortunately. A surface signal here. You can just see it's probably a key. Yeah. Now this 70 signal that came out of the hole here, I can just see a little set of wheels here. It's like the base of a toy car. Looks quite old, doesn't it? So I've set this program up to ring out 4 different tones here, and I've got that set up so from about 80 to 100 on my scale here gives me this sound. Now this is pennies right up to silver and whatnot. Now as I learn the machine, there's sometimes a squelch coming off it, and that can maybe result in a little bit of iron. So we're going to check this one and just see. So that last signal was this part of an aluminum can here. We noticed something sort of funny about the signal. As I learn, you know, I've got 1,000 hours ahead to try and figure out this machine. But that little squelch sort of coming off it just proves to me that you know, we can filter a little bit more even through the junk. So this signal that came out of this hole here, I thought it was another can. It looks as though it may be a lid, actually, for something. Certainly a decent signal coming out of this hole, and I can just see the crest of something here. It's not round, so it's not a coin. I'll have to clean that up and see what that is. Not a bad signal here. Let's dig this one and see what this is. So that signal that's out of the hole, it was a good 83, nice and crisp. You can see it right on top here as I dug it out. Little wire, probably. Obviously a good signal. Little bit of iron squelch coming off it. Looks like a little air cylinder or some kind. Well, no metal in this, but an old Tim Hortons coffee travel mug. It's been here a little while. This cap was that last signal I had. It was quite a good signal. A lot of mass here, of course. But it did have that squelch coming off it. So just like the Deus I, it'll tell you if there's some iron involved in it. Well, I've got a hawk watching out for me just on this tree behind me. Talking to me, as you can hear. I think I might be close to his home somehow here. You know, on all these old home sites, you know, you're going to get a lot of noise, and but it's amazing that these detectors can actually find stuff through all that noise, like another little penny here. So down about 4 inches here, there is metal in this hole. It was a good signal too. But this looks like a piece of pottery of some kind here. Well, that does look kind of cool, but there is metal in here. Oh, you can see it right there. There's looks like a coin. Oh. Got to be a Chinese coin. Look at that. Just kicking over this surface signal here. Another pair of sunglasses. Seem to find a few every year. This 90 signal was this guy here. Not sure what that is. It was down about 6 inches. Read a really good signal. A little iron coming off it though, and that was because it was right next to this little piece here, as we can see. So, well, walking back to the truck here, there was a good signal in here. I just dug it away. As you can see, there's something here. It looks to me like it was a handle, just from the shape at the end here. A very cool toy gun there. Well, this one was quite a deep target actually. Gave a really good signal. Look at how big it is. Not sure what year that would be, but yeah. Well, it was quite a strong signal here, a little busy, but these two objects were in there with a little piece of plastic by the looks of it. Not sure what that is. A marble was in next to this penny in this hole. So this was a good signal as well. And you're not going to believe it. It's actually another toy gun on this site. Yeah, how cool is that? Well, my friends, I'm going to call it a day there. I've had an absolute blast with this new machine. It is just like the Deus I, but certainly turbo boosted for sure. It's going to take a while to sort of hone it in for what I'm doing, and but that's going to be a lot of fun for sure. Some really good finds in there, as you probably saw through the video, but this machine was just picking it out through, again, the iron and things like that, and the bottle cap reject, just amazing feature to have on it as well. Really impressed. Well, join me. This is going to be fun testing out this machine over the next while, so don't miss the next ones. Please like, share, and subscribe. And on my banner I've got a donate as well. If you want to help out and help out with some of these adventures, just click on that. Much appreciated. Until next time, take care. Well, hello everyone. This is Wayne May with Treasure Earth Metal Detecting. Thanks for joining me here. Today, beginning of June here, the weather's just absolutely gorgeous. As you can hear probably from the plane overhead here and some of the traffic, I'm in the city today. This is a really old community actually, although it's a little ways from the downtown core. The railway went through here. The CP rail is only a couple blocks away from here, and of course that's been around since the early 1880s. So this community now sort of housed some of those employees back then when the railway was here. It still is, but the houses aren't. A couple years ago some of the houses got torn down, which means we have about 6 or 7 empty lots here to detect. So I'm going to grab my stuff and we'll see what we can find on this old site. So right off the bat, pretty good signal. You can hear a lot of the noise that's going on. You may want to change your reactivity on this. You may want to change your iron volume. But through this sort of mess, there's a pretty good signal right in here. We'll check out what this one is. So that first signal, you can just see a little piece of metal there. Actually, there's two showing through. Looks like, well, I don't know, part of a, well, maybe some sort of belt or holder, maybe an old cell phone holder or something. Good signal though. So right here we've got a couple of targets actually. This one's pretty good, and then there was one right here too. So that's not a bad signal. we'll check these ones out. So this was the second of the signals there. I can just see something in the bottom there though. As you can see it. An old car. Missing a couple wheels unfortunately, but that's cool. So this was the first signal. We're gonna dig out here. We're definitely in the city here, as you can hear behind me. Fire trucks coming down. Let's hope everything's all right there. We're just gonna dig this one here and see what this is here. So I was off target on that, I guess distracted by the fire engine there. So I had to re-dig this one just to the side a little bit, but I can see just the crest of a little coin in there. It's an oil token. I'll have to clean it up and see where it's from. So we got a surface signal here. It's got a bit of squelch coming off it. We're gonna check what this is anyways. This is sort of the backyard, and that would have been the little back alley. So right up here is where all the backyards would have been staged. Let's check this one. That was a really nice and clean signal in this one. You can just see something popping out here. Looks to be a handle of a toy gun. So a good signal here. Still running Deus fast. Still my favorite here. Let's check this one. Well, that signal was pretty clear, and you could tell it was a larger object. And we just see it here. Not exactly sure what that is though. Looks to be just some sort of tie, sort of an eye bolt that's broken off. There's some string on top there. Got into some more of the rocky ground here. This might not be the shovel for that. This is more for those wooded areas. But we'll cleave through this gravel and see what we can find here. So in this last hole here, this shovel is definitely not a good one for going through this gravel. But I didn't bring my other one, so we're going to live with it today. But in that hole, shows the sort of sensitivity and reactivity of this XP Deus still. There was a nail in there. We had half of a pull tab in there. And then this little token was in there as well. Just amazing. Another good signal here. You can hear the iron though through it. I haven't actually changed any of the settings here. Sensitivity, iron volume, it's all just running Deus fast here. But there's something definitely in here with a good signal like that. So let's check it. Well, this signal was a good signal. It's out of the hole. As you can see, maybe just a little edge there, right here. Got a nice little coin there, a nickel. Well, that was an interesting signal for the detector for sure. You can see iron nail through a copper pipe. I'm gonna get, looks like a big battery in this one. So this one here was a really strong signal. I thought maybe it was part of a construction aluminum or something, but it looks a little more ornate than that to me. Belt buckle. Now that's very cool. This right on the surface here. TV remote. just a few feet from that remote control, that TV remote, there's a cable junction here. So definitely a TV in this house. So when I just popped this rock out here, it's just moved slightly. I could just see a little piece of silver there as I just moved that. A little ring. So this was a good signal that popped out of the hole here. It's just with this clump here, as you can hear. So let's see what we got. Oh, looks like the edge of a coin. No, it's a button. We'll have to clean that up and see what kind of button that is. This signal here was not deep at all. And I can just see something shining through here. Not sure what that is, but it's a little horse. Well, you know, some really good finds here so far today. This ground is extremely difficult to dig through. The amount of gravel on this particular section here is just sort of wicked. Found some cool stuff though, a handful of pennies too on this site. These old house sites, you can find anything, which is really quite amazing, and that's why we do it. But there's a field not far from here. Digging's probably a little bit easier, and I've always wanted to do it. Not that there was any old structures on it or anything, but it's still part of this old community, and I'd like to check it out. So let's get down there and see what we can find. Well, I've come to the field following the railway tracks down, as you can see just up on that little hill there. The ground is really not a lot better. You can see a lot of gravel in it. Just pulled this one out of this hole here. Not sure what that is actually, but it was a really good signal. See if I can figure that out. Well, inside this hole not only was this piece of tin, good signal though, had to check it, but there's an old golf ball here. Very good signal on this one, as you can see. Nice big object there. Well, through all this sort of gravelly area, the detector and sort of the construction stuff too, the detector did find a penny in this field. Well, this big aluminum target here, I thought it was a pop can actually, but it had a slightly different signal, so I had to check it. Not sure what that is, some sort of bracket. Well, thanks everyone for joining me. I'm going to call it an afternoon here. I did have some cloud cover, which really helped with that sun and kept it a little bit cooler for sure. This field that is behind me here, unfortunately the gravel was 2-3 inches below just what the dirt was, and made it difficult to dig. But you know, a community going back this far, you can find some pretty good pre-1950 stuff, so you got to check it out. Again, I recommend just checking some old maps. On this field I didn't see any buildings, but there's been activity here with the amount of pennies I found and the odd trinkets. So definitely a good day out, lots of fun, and I really do appreciate you joining me. Please like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Treasure Earth. This is Wayne May, and we're going to do some metal detecting today. I'm in a little place not far from a little town called Drumheller, Alberta. Behind me is one of the prehistoric coulees that sort of riddle this area. Absolutely gorgeous. A friend of mine has a small homestead, or an old homestead site, just down in the valley behind me here, and he's given me permission to detect on it. So I'm going to meet him in about an hour here, but the history here goes back, well over 100 years into the late 1800s, when there was some mining happening, and then natural gas happening in the about 80, probably 100 years ago actually. So there could be anything here, so stick with me and let's see what we can find today. Thanks for joining me. So I had some time before I met my friend to go over this ridge of this little coulee here, and instead of showing you everything I've dug, there you go. That's what I found over the last hour here. Hey everyone. Well, I've just met with my friend. We're just on, he wanted me to come to the top of the hill to get sort of a bird's eye view of the old town. You can see some of the old roads down there. We're going to meet and head down there now. This town was built in 1948 and around for 20 years, and then they moved some of the homes to the Calgary area. But you can still see some of the old streets, and he just pointed out where the hotel was and the corner store, which we'll target first. So just behind me is where I just took that last video looking down here. So right behind me, sort of in this section where these shrubs are, was the hotel, and then just across this old roadway was the corner store. So I'm going to start here. And so this first target just on the main road here was a penny. It's a good signal, of course, as they are. I don't think it's terribly old, this one though. Wasn't very deep. Now this signal was quite big, obviously. So when I flipped this over, this is what I found. It might be a handle, is what it looks like to me. So where I am is right in front of where the corner store would have been. I'm not sure exactly if there was parking right in front or anything, but this is kind of where I'm detecting right now. So a good signal here. I just kicked it over. You can see just a little bit of, well, it looks like a gear or something actually. Yeah, some kind of little gear. Well, I pulled this piece out of this hole just now. I thought it was actually a piece of construction garbage again, but it's possible. It's got some writing on it. I'm just wondering if it's maybe an old lighter. I'll clean it up and find out. Well, in this target, this hole here, there's two pieces right next to each other, just a couple of inches. Now there is a number on here, 19. Well, I can't see the rest of it. I'm sure that's, I don't know, maybe it's an old ID. I don't think it's a license plate, but it's numbered for something. We'll have to see if we can't find out what that is. Now that signal that was in the high 60s, low 70s, was this shell casing. Now I'm working my way around to the back of the hotel here. Found this signal. It was a good signal. Looks like a tube of something. Could have been toothpaste or something like that. Well, in this clump that I've just dug up, I can see some metal shining through on the back. Well, it looks like a handle, doesn't it? Another toy gun. Well, this surface signal I just pushed with the pinpointer reveals another handle here. So I'm getting a lot of these signals, old cans, but this is the tap handle. probably exterior. So this surface signal really, it may be part of a handle for a door. Well, as you can imagine, an iron buzz coming off of this one, but it was a big target. I thought it could be something impressive when I get a signal that strong, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. It looks like some kind of, I don't know, like some sort of bracket or bolt or brace or something. So they've actually plowed a little bit of this area, cleared some of the brush away. You can tell by the tracks that are here. But look at this little bottle here, right on the top. That's cool. I wonder what that is inside of it. Well, this is an interesting target. Good ID on it, obviously, for the size of it. Really don't know what that is. I'll really have to take care of cleaning it up, though. Well, this looks very cool, this one. Looks like it might be a pocket watch. By that, I'll have to get this cleaned up, but that's very cool. Well, after a long day, could definitely use one of these. Well, just uncovered this target. There was some glass in the hole too. I thought maybe it was a lid, but I see some writing on it, so this could be a very cool find. Wow, look at that. Another chauffeur badge. 1950. Wow, that's really cool. You know, we just come down to the river here. It is hot today. As you can see, the dog's just soaking up the water there. Just trying to cool down. She's a trooper in this, following me around all these sites and everything else. So, but we're taking a break and we'll get right back to you. So just in the distance there's a building. We got to walk to this one. I can't drive it actually. This is a little road, but it's a service road for someone else's property. So all we're going to do is walk it, and I'd like to check it out. This was an old restaurant or bar at one time, 20-25 years ago. So we're going to investigate. So coming up to this place, it's been deserted for some time. I guess the owner had to close because of some dispute over the road access, which is a shame, because it looks like kind of a cool location for a bar or pub or something. We're going to investigate here. So Angel's a little bit thirsty, as we both are actually. Like I said, she's a trooper coming through this heat. So I'm just going to dig this little hole. This little bag goes over inside of it, and then I can put some water in it. Some good water for the pup there, that she just walks by and doesn't drink any. We're going to go in and check this out. Doesn't look overly safe though. It's definitely seen better days. Would have been a cool bar. Look at that view. Looks like there's some picnic tables outside as well. Big patio here. Angel's after a gopher. Looks like a number of patios actually through here. Yeah, it would have been a very cool bar to hang out in for sure. Look at the view all around. Yep. Shame he had to close it. Well, we're going to investigate a little bit, and then I'm going to metal detect just on the outside and see what we can find while we still got a little bit of light here. Well, I think this van has been here a little while, don't you? You know, I'm spending more time investigating and checking out this old place than I am metal detecting. Well, another one, 1971. You know, I don't mind finding pennies on a site like this. The dog's resting. I'm burning her out here. Just what a gorgeous day. And just so lucky to be able to come onto a site like this. Well, everyone, I'm going to call it a day there. What an absolutely fantastic day on this site. Been bouncing around for where the houses were, the hotel, the store. No really old coins. Quite a few pennies. The oldest one goes back to the 60s. Nothing beyond that I can see. On sites like this, I tend to dig everything. You know, if you want to target just coins, you can definitely notch that out and do that as well. But some cool finds in there all the same. Checked out right by the river. Obviously on the ridge in the morning was fun. And that bar too. That old bar that's now quite run down and abandoned. That's what a great day just for adventuring and exploring, and some metal detecting in there too. So thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, share too. I do have a donate button as well. You know, buy me a coffee one day. So really appreciate it. So I'm gonna call it there. As you can see, I'm losing the sun anyways, but it's been an absolute pleasure sharing this with you. So until next time, take care. Well, good morning, everyone. This is Wayne May with Treasure Earth. Well, I've jumped across the pond here. I'm in jolly old England now. It's absolutely beautiful today. You can see it's still green in the background here. Just gorgeous. Behind me is my old grandmother's house, and I'm standing on a green space here where in 1979 my brother and I, when we were over, I was only 9 years old, of course, we set up a mini golf course, and we charged the kids in the neighborhood X amount, probably 2 pence or something, to do this round, and then we'd go down to the corner store and then buy ice cream and things like that. That was right here in the space. So I'm going to metal detect it today and see if I can find some of those old coins that were around here, and maybe some of the ones we had lost back then. So let me get my stuff and we'll start detecting this little space here. Thanks for joining me. Well, this ground here has got a lot of interference, a lot of stuff underneath here over the years. But I did manage to find a coin. It does look like a 2 pence as well. We were probably only charging a half p at the time, but yeah, it could have been one of ours for sure. Well, this next signal, you really have to listen to your detector here. These nice straight, sort of sweet signals, you just can't pass up, like this one here. So there's another coin here. Yeah, that looks nice. So we got another coin popped out of this one here. Honestly, I don't know these coins well enough to even guess what they are. I'm going to clean them up later though. We'll get some dates off them. I don't know if these are overly old, but we'll check it out later. Obviously came in fairly strong as far as number on the detector goes, but as we can see, looks like there's 2 coins here. Very cool. This was a little bit deeper than the others, this one here. Not sure what it is. Again, I'll clean all these up. This one was down quite a ways and it went through a little bit of gravel. There is a coin in the bottom here. So finding some really great signals here. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these coins for sure. They're just gorgeous. This is right in the area where we were playing before back in 1979. Of course, these coins were just under our feet too at that point, which is very cool. Well, I'm using the same coin program that I did in Canada. Obviously not much to change, maybe a bit of the ground difference, but got a good signal here. It's giving me a surface signal, but it's a little bit odd. I'm hoping that maybe it's a couple of coins as well. Let's check it out. Well, that signal was not 2 coins actually. It looks to me like it's an old toy car. Let's see if the other half of it might be broken here. That's cool though. I'm really enjoying this detecting on this small green. It's amazing how many coins are in it. It is so fun finding these coins. There's a big signal in this one. As you can see coming out here. Little toy gun. Very cool, that is. Another nice one. Well, I'm using this trowel here. I didn't bring any digging implements over with me, but got this at the local hardware store. Actually, it works really well here. There was a strange signal. This was actually quite low, but it looks like a coin. There's another deep coin here in this one. These sure are pretty, these coins. Well, there's quite a lot of gravel in this spot here, but I did seem to find this guy here. Do you see that imprint? Nice old penny. Well, everyone, I just got out of the wind here in the shade. I'm going to call it a day here on this one. I've spent about an hour and a half here. Found some really cool coins. I think all the way back to the 1920s. So really cool for me to see that. Of course, to the history here, it's probably not that old. But the special part for me was that, you know, I was sort of part of this field back in the 70s as a kid, racing around, and it's special just to, you know, see my old grandmother's house, and I can imagine her watching out the window as little kids years ago, and probably watching now. So really cool. Thanks for joining me here, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care till then.